Richmond Odro, Iliocean, you're signed in. Malik is tuned in from Adenta. Johnny Bluku Alote is tuned in. Mrs. Henry Metal and children, good evening. Ohiniri all the way from far away, good evening. Odote ni Odote, I love his name. Odote ni Odote. It was so good they had to name it twice. Jojo's tuned in from airport. Tony Awuvi tuned in from North Kaneshie. Welcome on board, guys. So log on to Facebook Live, Joy 99.7 FM. And you can watch and listen. Dr. Cynthia Tego, usual suspect. Honorable Paul Jato, former DCE of Nkwanta North, welcome on board. Ahoy Anana, I am tuned in live from DC Dansuma. Nane Kuya Crunchy Sampa. Kwame Paper Bags from Afghanistan City. Andy says, Nana, I'm listening. Welcome on board. The playtime is over. Producer says playtime is over.
Joy 99.7 FM.
We start the way we start. Culture is culture, tradition is tradition. Now let me break this one. I'm tuned in all the way from London, and this is Kofi Bam. Kofi, you're welcome on board. Until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. And you know I'll say that again. Folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansakwa the Fourth, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa, the leader of this Monday ritual, a ritual performed by patriots, one that brings great minds together. A ritual for critical thinkers. And I state, a ritual for critical thinkers. Welcome to the ritual I call That's My Opinion. Read but don't reason. Teach them to read but not to reason. That's our topic today, which I want the youth to pay particular attention to. Likes of my son, Abeku, they should listen to this show. All the Abekus out there, this is a show for you. Read, but don't reason. Folks, it's been a while since I told you a story, and so let me share one with you today. Once upon a time, there lived a farmer who had cattle, nice fat cows. He and his wife and many children, cousins, nieces, nephews, all the extended family lived off the cows. They sold some, got their meat and milk, and they got their hide. But obviously from the cows and not the calves. As nature will have it, the cows would reproduce young ones to replenish the stock. The law of nature and common sense will be that the young cows will grow, and when the farmer hands over the farm to his children, there will be cattle to keep them going. Maybe even they will advance in the techniques of keeping and rearing cattle better than what their fathers did. It's not as though these children have a choice. They needed the cattle for survival. Somewhere along the line, their father lost the plot. He was overselling the old cow, not giving them the chance to reproduce, and using the young cows for target practice, killing them. But what is more shocking is that the children whose future depended on the young cows to grow so they could survive too were not angry or worried, but rather joined the father in shooting the young cows for pleasure. Amazing, huh? They were arguing over what kind of gun was used or who provided the bullets. That was more their argument. Your gun, gave you an unfair advantage, or your bullets came from here and gave you a fair and not the killing of their future. No. They were worried about the technicalities. What will you survive on? Are you all going to watch and join as your father is killing off the hopes of the next generation? This farm was given to your father by his father, who got it from his father. It's been in the family for years. Why are you killing it off, knowing very well that you need it? But the actions or inactions of the children, the lack of anger or misdirection of anger, the shallow-mindedness, the short-sightedness, the lack of sense of what is to become is mind-boggling. Now, those of us over 40 are the farmers or the fathers. You under 40 are the children. And as we kill off everything that we inherited, you are happy to help us destroy your own future And you seem to even enjoy the pleasure more. You divide yourself and pitch yourself in camps to massacre your own future. Now, by now, I should hint you what it is that I am getting at, but let me quickly make an important reference to a statement which we may have to look at if ever there's going to be a remedy. Teach them to read, but not reason. Okay, so that you don't die of anxiety, I'm trying to analyze the PDS saga from a very worrying aspect of what has become a social norm. So bear with me when I land, it will all come together. So that when you call or WhatsApp, we will be on the same page. Sometimes people call or text and you wonder if they were listening to the show or that their unit was just about to expire, so they definitely had to send some message. So pay attention, because this is quite technical, so that when you come in from the angle with which I'm presenting this case. Teach them to read, but not to reason. Folks, in 1885, King Leopold declared Freeland Congo as his personal possession. Yes, his personal possession. He was not yet the king of Belgium. Belgium was not playing ball with regards to colonizing this part of the world, so, he set out to do it himself. He sent explorers and missionaries there to make sure Congo and its wealth benefited him and later Belgium. Now, one very instructive objective he gave to the missionaries who were going to Congo is what I want us to look at. It was quite a speech, but I'm just going to quote just one paragraph and deal with the paragraph. And I quote, "The children must learn to obey what the missionary recommends, who is the father of their soul. You must singularly insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing the spirits in the schools. Teach them to read and not to reason." This is King Leopold's instructions to the missionaries as they embark on a journey to Congo. I quote again, "The children must learn to obey what the missionaries recommend, who is the father of their soul. You must singularly insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing the spirit in the schools. Teach students to read and not to reason." Folks, learn to obey. Until this date, we obey just like dogs, tails wagging, just obeying. Don't question, just obey. Total submission and obedience. Folks, today around we see, and there can be a complete lunatic, complete psychotic lunatic, and the whole congregation will still be obedient to this lunatic. And you dare not even go and try and rescue them because they'll eat you alive. But here's the scary one. He says, avoid developing their spirits. Now, this guy is very wicked. Smart, but wicked. Avoid developing their spirits. Folks, can you imagine an educated man with an undeveloped spirit? Maybe one day we need to do a whole show on it. An educated man, I beg your pardon, with an undeveloped spirit. But he says, teach them to read, but not to reason. So one will ask, what has that got to do with the PDS saga? Because as for that, we have overread, we've had TV shows, press conferences, radio upon radio. We have read between the lines. And if this so-called guarantee was not provided as was required, then PDS is no more. ECG takeover. But I say all this was the reading aspect. What King Leopold and the missionaries took from us is the developed spirit and reason to say that for us, by us. Folks, what King Leopold and the missionaries took from us is a developed spirit and reason to say that this is for us by us. This is our ECG, and come high, come low, we will make it work. Not as a plan B, not as a backup when we fail to give it out to the masters of our soul, no. But as a matter of developed spirit and reason, as a matter of properly directed anger and pride, as a matter of shame and urgency, let us find the cure to this lameness and deep slumber. That even with the benefit of hindsight, we still fail, folks. Even with the benefit of hindsight, we still fail. We live through and repeat our mistakes with no guilt or shame. Now that's a result of an undeveloped spirit and a mind that cannot reason. Folks, we refuse to take remedy even after diagnosis. Rather, we utter words. Let's give it to God. Folks, they really got us good. I'm not sure that even they knew that their plan will work this good or they will get here. Folks, this thing has gone on to the phase where, they shackled us and took us away. Now they build walls and we are jumping over it. We are swimming. We are now going. They did not think that this plan will work this good. Folks, Tain and Tyne, many politically charged youth, just like the farmers' children who are helping their father to shoot the cows before they grow, are arguing over which type of gun or who bought the bullets instead of why are you killing our hopes. There was no guarantee. JM gave 80, Nana gave 49. Oh, but that was better than his deal. His deal was better than that deal. Oh, Nana was better because we are going to get more. The youth, this is their line of argument. Instead of asking, why are you killing the young ones? You have enjoyed. And instead of making way for us to come here and enjoy, you were giving everything away in your lifetime. It is as though everything we see, everything we touch, there must be the nearest white man that has to take it. It is imperative. They must take it. And sometimes it is so shameful that when we give it away, we come back and say, give us medals, because we are the guys who gave this wealth away. Give us medals. The argument should be, and the question should, is, this is a company, folks, with almost a monopoly. We all need electricity. In fact, we buy our own poles. Yeah? They tell you need 4 or 5 poles, you go and buy it. Then you buy your own wires. Connect it. You go to their office. Today, tomorrow, the next day, you beg, tip somebody and buy a meter. Even before they supply you with electricity. And we pay a great deal for the product. So how in the world do you need another white face, foreign country, foreign aid, external entity to save you? We should ask this. We should direct our anger at these. We should reason around these. And have the spirit to say, this is for us, and it will be run by us with efficiency and perfection. When we start doing these things, it will expose those who have signed wicked contracts with companies who are charging us a bit too much to produce electricity, for which we always seem to be in debt because we can't even seem to pay the basic cost. Then those who won't pay than those who steal. And then the prudence in the company itself will be exposed. So, folks, we have read. Now let us break these mental shackles and reason. So to help you, the youth, you must stop helping us kill your opportunities. You must stop helping us kill your opportunities. As for us, we are on a roll. Instead of cutting our luxury, we will sell your future. Did you hear me? I said, instead of being measured, prudent, and cutting our luxury, we will sell your future to chill, to drive in luxury vehicles, fly in private jets, and fly first class, sleep in 5-star hotels. We will sell your future to live that life. So if you will not reason, but rather support us depending on which side of the fence you are, then be our guest. I'm not going to go and read the contract, who should pay or who couldn't pay. My issue is, why give it away? Or because if it's us, then it should be run by us. Folks, if it's for us, it should be run by us. We must search for that spirit again. We must search for that reason again. Because this idea of if it's for us, then it could not be by us. That must cease. The children must learn to obey what the missionaries recommend. Who is the father of their soul? You must singularly insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing spirits in the schools. Teach the students to read and not to reason. Folks, it is 2019. It is 2019. The argument should not be the technicalities. The argument should not be the technicalities. You, the youth, should question us and ask us, how is it possible? Where I buy my own pole, buy my own wire, buy my own meter, prepaid, and you still say, no, I can't run it unless some white man comes in there somewhere. Unless there's a white man in there somewhere, this company will not stand. And you look at it and you think, is there anything else that a white man is going to bring other than maybe a little bit of honesty and efficiency? I don't know. But you have read. Now you have to reason. And this is to you, the youth. You must reason. Because for us, I have said, we are not going to sacrifice our luxury life for you. And so if you are going to stand behind us and defend us, he said this and he said that, then don't worry. Stay there and defend. Help us shoot the little cows for pleasure. For when we are gone, you will have no cattle to survive on. It's 0302-216-541. I hope I can get more of the youth to call in today. I pray I can get more of the young ones to call in today. 0302-216-541. I am saying that the technicalities should be a plan B. The plan A should be that it was ours. It was owned by us, and my God, it should have been run by us. Hello, and who's my first caller?
Hello, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, this is you speaking from Ashaman Estate.
Let me hear you.
Yeah, Nana, thank you very much for today's topic. And I think it's high time we the youth started asking questions to help our future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Since I'm also tuned in from the UK, this is Sebastian, formerly of Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic is a good institution that can be, used as an example. An institution being run very well. Goyle is one of them. I mean, even though we haven't got too many to talk about, but this should not happen. Hello, who's talking to me?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Ebenezer Mensah, calling from Udoko.
Ebenezer, let me hear you.
Yeah, I want you to listen to me carefully.
Yes, boss.
And what I'm saying is that living as a human being is a challenge to the black man. I hope you understand what I'm saying, or I should repeat it.
I'm listening to you, my brother.
Living as a human being is a challenge to the black man. Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you too. Nana, it's true but sad. We cannot manage our own power sector. Someone is helping us too. We have messed ourselves up. God help us. Fred in Achimota. But Seth is on the line. Hello, Seth.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, Seth.
Please, we can't continue to be asking questions. The point is, you can vote at 18, but you can't be a president at 18. You can't be a president at 20, 25, 30. So the old are running the youth cannot run the old. That's the problem. We need constitutional change. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 0302 216 541. Quay is on the line. Hello, Quay.
Hello, Nana. Good evening, Nana.
Good evening.
Nana, in fact, I've missed you just for 1 week. I've missed you.
Thank you.
Nana, I am very grateful for this topic. In fact, when you started the topic, I was a bit confused as to how can you read and you not reason. And in fact, if you are there and somebody tells you, read without reasoning, the person wants to do you harm. Once upon a time, Kwame Nkrumah told us that we, the black men, we are capable of managing our own affairs. And what is the meaning of this statement? It means we are capable of doing everything that we want to do. Why should we allow some people to come and manipulate us? Just because we read and we didn't reason, as Nana said. I was following your story, and when you got to where the man was killing and some people were hailing, I was a bit surprised that something that you are depending on, and somebody is destroying it, and you are there happy. This we can compare this to what the politicians are doing to us. In fact, they are putting us into trouble, but we are not reasoning. It is time for us, the youth, the people living in this country, to start reasoning and then let them know that we are not empty-headed, but we know what we are doing. And we should question them that anything that they will do and will cause harm, we are going to put them into responsible.
Thank you very much, my brother. Frank is on the line. Hello, Frank.
Yes, Frank on the line.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the very good work you are doing, okay? Yeah. I disagree with your second caller who said that the black man living like a human being is a challenge to the black man. This is... I don't know what books he's reading or where he's coming from. Before the white man came to Africa, the black man was living very well. As a matter of fact, the white man learned civilization from the black man. So please, he should go back and then do his research very well. Living as a human being is not a challenge to the black man. The problem with our nation is just what you have stated. You see, we have a nation whereby if you are a youth and you are assertive, you are labeled to be disrespectful. If you are a youth and then you ask questions, they tell you not to ask questions. You only take instruction. Because where they are coming from, they took instruction. Now, you see, the fact is this. over 90% of our current leaders, or our leaders in general, studied outside. It is not that they have not seen the development going on outside the country. It is not that they have not seen how things are well structured. It is just a matter of greed.
Thank you very much. And we, the youth, seem to be, championing or encouraging this greed. But Kwame is on the line. Hello, Kwame.
Hello, Nana.
Good answer.
Nana, this story you are doing is really serious. Just this Saturday, I was having an argument with my brother, and he was saying Mahama has built SHS in the bush, and I was asking him that, my brother, which SHS, all the SHS that you see in town now, they were all built in bush, and now the town has grown around it, and now it is in town. And then you are saying the thing is in the bush, and the thing is in the bush, and the thing is rotting away, and money was paid to contractors and all that for them to do all these things. And I'm wondering when, Nana, I think you have to take these things to them.
Thank you very much. Kofi is on the line. Hello, Kofi.
Hello.
Good evening, Kofi.
Good evening, Nana. God bless you for a great work.
Thank you.
I'm glad to prophesy your presidency in the future to come. Oh, indeed, it's
President of Edumasa.
Yeah. Nana, yes. You know what? I was telling myself something yesterday. There are years civilization started from Africa, but I can boldly say we were the last to get civilized, because Ethiopia and Egypt by then couldn't utilize their civilization to affect Africa. Now we've been the last people to get civilized. We were the best people to learn and learn faster how to manage our own selves, because of those who are let's say, who have gone ahead of us to get their civilization. So it was right for us to even learn from them. But as you said, boss, teach them to read, but don't teach them to reason. It's what is killing us.
Thank you very much. This is on WhatsApp, and WhatsApp is 0244 340 437. It says, good evening, Nana. It looks as if anything in Ghana can move unless a white man comes in, because when you are going to church and you meet a white man, they say you should return. This is Ajimai in Community 9 in Tema. Let me get one more from here. Who is this? Douglas says, Nana, no amount of black can handle what even belongs to us very well. Until we change our thinking, our actions, things will get better. Nana, I never hear my name from our shout outs. Douglas in DC is on there, man. So give shout outs to Douglas. Kofi's on the line. Hello, Kofi.
Hello, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening, Kofi.
Yeah, Nana. I don't know what to say. I'm so mad frustrated. Just close from work. Took things like, I left office like 5 o'clock that way from High Street. I'm still on the way. It's just so maddening. And he said the youth should take action into our own hands. I just want to give you 2 examples. About like 4 weeks ago, the lawyers, or the aspirant lawyers, they took to the street demanding that they have to go back to school. They have to go to school. Their exams, they were disqualified, or they were marked wrongly. They demand action. And you know what happened to them? Hot water was poured on them. They were beaten. Same happened to the nurses. They took the matter into their own hand, went to the street, seeing they were beaten. So we say the youth should take action. What are the elders doing to protect the youth when they take those actions? I'm so mad. It's so frustrating.
Thank you very much, and I share in your frustration. Yaro is on the line. Hello, Yaro.
Good evening, Nana.
Good evening, my brother.
Nana, Yaro calling from Koko Akata, Fish Barbering Salon.
Let me hear you.
Nana, I wonder why our leaders always were treating us as if we are not a human being at all. When they need power, they came down to our own knees as if we are all the same. But as soon as they got the power, and even though animals are better than me, because I hear people keep on saying this one Nabu had done this, this one Nabu had done this. So who are we supposed to put our tracks to those people? In terms of NDC or MPP, you
can hear someone MPP will do something. The moment NDC will come to power, NDC will say, "Oh, I'm not the one started, so I'm just going to abandon that project." So up to when are they going to change their bad mentality? We have one from Nkoko to Kwao Mountains. It's an NDC era when they built nice road asphalt. They built a certain concrete that they have supposed to put a street light into it. Up to now, MPP has already been to power. They say they are not the one who built the road, so they won't do it.
Story of our lives. Nana, I believe that if government should pay ECG the millions of dollars they owe them, it will run efficiently. It's only a matter of create, loot, and share. This is Kwame Adom. Good evening, Nana. Thank you very much for this topic. Nana, it's time for the youth to take the future into their own hands. We, the youth, have left politics and other key positions into the hands of old people, and they are messing us up, Nana. I believe that the youth must rise, and this is the time. I am Beland Elom Tete from Adenta. Beland Elom Tete. But Mohammed is on the line. Hello, Mohammed.
Hello, good evening.
Salam alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Let me hear you.
Okay. I think it's a in a financial institution, and all he wants maybe to come there and steal money. Leadership is not directing us the way we should shape our life. So certainly, going forward, we the youth should see what we use as a benchmark. What is the benchmark now? When you look around, now, when we want to go into politics and we are not up to 40, people will say, no, you are too young to come and challenge for a position. Meanwhile, when you vote for somebody who is 60, he will certainly lead you to a grave. Almighty America voted for Obama when he was around 40-something. France has a president who is in his early 30s or late 30s. Canada, the age of the prime minister is less than 40. So I don't know why we, the youth of Africa, cannot take our own destiny into our own hands. Leadership should be up and doing, and they should give us an opportunity so that we can also do what we think is right for us.
Thank you very much. This one is on Twitter, and it's at Nana Ansakwa on Twitter. At Nana Ansakwa says, it's indeed 2019. Ghanaian youth must wake up from slumber. We must stop talking about the problem and start talking about the solution. Start speaking words of victory and solution. This is James Nee Goodheart. James Nee Goodheart. But on WhatsApp, 0244340437, it's funny how a naturally resource-rich economy is reduced to beg just to fund lifestyle of a few. I argue with some NDC MPP members. Dubai lack most of what we have, but with the little they have done so much for us to go there to spend on their economy. I feel the pains and hatred for our leaders as we do not think. As for caring, I know the Ghanaian doesn't care anymore, only for their pockets. Nana, I have been begging ECG and PDS just to put my meter on their system for me to pay my bills. 1 year and 6 months on, they don't even care. Makosby Anthony, good evening. But Ajimai is on the line. Ajimai, sorry, I think I've kept you holding a bit too long.
You and your producer owe me credit.
I know that. My hands are up. My hands are up.
And I believe I hope you're doing well.
I'm good with my brother.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Big up to you and your producer.
Thank you.
And I don't want to go far. Vodafone, which was called One Touch.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the improvements Vodafone is talking now.
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask you, how many expatriates were moved from outside Ghana to come and work in Ghana here? They came and used our Ghanaians, and they are improving. So it's about supervision. These are our ministers, our big men. They will go to UK, US, Canada. They come. They say, when you go to UK, when you go to US, but can't we apply the same idea here for it to work? And then in case you have a security company. You have a supervisor who should go around to patrol. No sleeping on duty. If the person sleep on duty, by the end of the month, you take his sleep. If the person going to sleep on duty again, and I have a supervision. God bless you for such a topic.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nee is on the line. Hello, Nee.
Hello, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening.
Nana, just some few points. Number one, I would just want to disagree with you on the fact that the black man cannot really reason. My point is this. Kofi Annan became the Secretary General of the United Nations for 2 consecutive terms. Where did he come from? He came from Ghana. Okay? Now, one of the callers did say that go to France, go to Canada, and the rest, and check the ages of their presidents and then their prime ministers. How come they are able to rule these great nations? It's because they have systems, and the systems are working. Now, when you bring a collection of black men together, then that is where the trouble begins. Because of greed, incompetence, and lack of adequate structures. Look at Justin Trudeau. Look at the French president. It's because their systems are working. We are capable of doing anything, everything. Don't we have Ghanaians at NASA? Don't we have? We are capable of doing everything. And we should stop picking ourselves. We are our own enemies. We are our own enemies. And those who are saying that it is about time that the youth, got up and then do everything. Don't we have youth in politics? Don't we have them? What are they doing? What are they doing? The problem is with our structures. It is with our structures. When the structures and the systems are functioning, you put a sane person there, and everything will work to perfection. Thank you, Nana.
Thank you, too, for calling a lot. Thank you. Nana, I was shocked when I saw the GFA election. There was a white man in there monitoring things. So I said to myself, simple GFA elections too, we can't organize without the presence of a white man. Michael from Tumu. Good evening, Michael. But Yao's on the line. Hello, Yao.
Hello, Nana.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening. You are doing a wonderful job. Nana, I have a solution. I propound a simple. We need another uprising. We this time it's not being called by the university students. It's being called by the youth of this nation. You see, let the blood flow. Simple.
Hey, Pacho. the blood will flow. Yes, we need a revolution. We need a shake-up of the mind, a shake-up of system, but not necessarily to lose lives. I mean, you need a shake-up of the system, but not to lose life. Ojam, all the way in USA. Hello, Kwabra.
Hello, Mama. The problem with the ECG and the inefficiency that you talk about is not only isolated to Ghana. Even in America, we have companies who in the past exhibited such inefficiencies. An example is GM, General Motors. You remember during the downturn, GM went down because of their bad practices, as you enumerated for ECG. What Barack Obama did was to negotiate with the shareholders of ECG. He fired all the shareholders. Barack Obama got a management consultant, only one person, a management consultant to turn around GM. The United States government put money into GM, and when GM started making profit, they handed over the company to the private sector. Let's contrast it with the PDS. The United States government saw that Ghana, we are not doing well with our power distribution, and the Barack Obama has this Power Africa, where Barack Obama helps African countries to deal with their power generation. Ghana benefited from the MNC, and the American government gave us the leeway for us to think. That's how we are coming. I'm coming to. We have to reason, and it's not only the youth who don't reason, but the older people in Parliament also don't reason. Now, somebody has thought about that and say, "Hey, let's do things the right way," and then we mess it up. All we are thinking about is local content instead of going for capacity. Instead of going for who will do the job. If we think we have to hire a management consultant, only one person as a CEO who is not partly affiliated to run ECG so that we can get profit, or put it on the stock exchange so that Ghanaians can buy into it and Ghanaians can choose their own chief executive. We didn't, but rather this political elite wanted a big cut of UCG, and they started putting their cronies over there, and that's what happened. That's what happened. That's why we are not reasoning. And your point also cuts through the family, churches, schools. We are all not reasoning. The way we are raised. I can tell you about my own family. The way we were raised, we're not good. And anytime you challenge, anytime you try to engage, they say, "Oh, don't do that. Hey, you're looking too much in the past. You are doing this. You are doing that." The same way. The last point. Let me make this last point, please. Don't cut me.
Oh.
Let me make this last point.
Yeah.
In the run up to 2016 general election, President John Mahama ridiculed all the Ghanaian people, and he said he wasn't going to IEA. We all know IEA as the institution that engages the various political parties. He didn't go, and that led to Akufo-Addo also saying he wouldn't go. And then the Ghanaian people were saying, "Oh, okay, let's leave them." We couldn't reason. We couldn't say, "Hey, do it. Look at what Hong Kong is doing. Look at what UK is doing with Brexit." Say today it's a solemn day for us, and you have brought you put on board the best topic ever for the year. This is the best topic ever for the year, sir. And I thank you for this topic. We are not reasoning. Both the youth and the elderly, we are not reasoning, and we have let Ghana down. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you for tuning in all the way from USA and even going further to call. I thank you greatly. But Muhazu is on the line. Hello, Muhazu.
Oh, Nana, is the person writing TV for Nana, good evening.
Good evening.
Nana, thank you very much for a very good topic today. Mm-hmm. In fact, I don't want to say too much, but I just want to ask you, I think you are telling university.
Mm-hmm, I did, yeah.
were you asked to reason? you were asked to chew and pour. And if you reason to use your own analysis, you'll be marked down. So let's go there. That is where the problem started. Mm-hmm. Our members of parliament also attended the same universities. They did their PhD. They did their everything. They were asked to chew and pour, but not to reason. And that's where we are today. So if you want to get a change, we should go to our institutions. Let the children now read and reason. They should do application. Apply with their wisdom. They have wisdom. I have been telling my kids, my students that, in fact, they know certain things that I don't know. So always, I want them to say something so that I will use it to even prepare my notes. But this is not the case that we see in our university. You were taught to chew and pour, but not to reason. And it will continue that way unless we change that system. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Teach them to read, but not to reason. So when you come to school in the morning, you are made to line up left, right, left, 10. The one that I don't understand, crowd, was about 10. I mean, there was nothing there. So the teacher says about 10, and then you have to spin around 180 degrees, and you are facing the other way. And they say about 10, and then you spin around and come, and then boom, you march to class. I mean, that was regimental to break you down before you left the educational facility. Folks, teach them to read, but not to reason. Kwabna is on the line. Hello, Kwabna.
Nana.
Yes, boss.
Nana, Onkwanso.
That's it.
Mami kam krom kasa meti bof be men kam bof mami kam krom kasa nana wadaro ma misro yewo adwen tuntum na adwen fita
debi
yewo moja tuntum na moja fita yan kasa ni mina koye mi yo bibini na we yo broni ya adwen no na esi ye hu se ye nipa minim broni na minim bibini mi hu yo se mi yo nipa ntimi se mi ye ne efe pata ya dwen no anu pe na yesu ye fro bi obroni adwen no na yese ye sinipi na ye di nyoma tuyi ni ja obroni anu bibini the white man the black man. No, we don't have black mind. Ye bibia na ye se me yo nipa nyame bo me se ni se so ntimi ye me nyoma te so nipa nyame abo me enu ani bibia beda ya maye me da wase.
But in the meanwhile, engineer Ebenezer Kofi Esienyin of Grico and his siblings, on behalf of the Esienyin family of Gomoa Asempenyi N. Brofo would like to say a big thank you to all friends and sympathizers who were present to help in diverse ways during the funeral and burial rites of their beloved father, Samuel Kwapna Esienyi. May he rest in peace. In the meantime, Jerry's on the line. Jerry.
Hello, Nana.
Let me hear you.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, good evening, Nana.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much for the program. Nana, our bigger problem in this country is politics. Seriously, because you see people very competent in positions, and because of politics, the competent people are picked out, and the incompetent people are put in. You imagine Ghana Cocoa Processing Company, for instance, somebody should find out just what the CEO has and what we need to do as a cocoa processing company.
Thank you very much. Let me say good evening to Mrs. Mary Ejapon, Registrar of the Presbyterian University College of Ghana. And he says, I'm listening at the highest point of Ghana, which is Abetifi. Hello, Nana. I am happy about this topic, but the best way to teach is by example. Unfortunately, our examples have been a bad one after Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Not to blame the politicians when we have not done much to change our attitude. What about the civil and public servants who think they are doing us a favor when our taxes pay them? God bless you. Baby Dan in Ensawam. He says, put it to them directly. The issue is, should the youth be following the politicians just blindly? Today, NDC commentators, tomorrow, MPP commentators. These youth, are they saying they are not seeing the politicians killing the cows? Well, I don't think this is your first time. But if this is it, then every Monday at 7 o'clock you leave the dial here. I will come with a topic. We will sit. We will jaw. Let me say good evening to Edgar already. You were tuned in. And we share ideas. Some we agree, some we disagree. Some we add on, some we take out. But we have one motive: to make us better people. And this is a ritual I call That's My Opinion. Dr. Zachariah, CEO, National Ambulance, you're tuned in. Thank you very much. Aisha Ibrahim is getting ready. She produces on TV. Abeku produces on radio. May I am surrounded with my producers. Abeku was on the ones and twos. Sammy Forsen is sat there. Oh, no, Sammy is now here, close to the studio. He's all ready to overdrive you while you are thinking. That is ever going to be a time where we read and we reason as well. Teach them to read, but not to reason. Do not develop their spirits in the schools. I will be back with you, God willing, next Monday with another brilliant opinion. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stay tuned. The next voice is from Aisha. Abeku Sankofi is still on the ones and twos, and Sammy Forsen will take over.